If you hear anything that resonates with you, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you hear any truths that you can make applicable, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you hear anything that you think someone else needs to hear, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Okay, don't forget to hit the notification bell. That way you get alerted the next time I put another video like this one up on tube. So this is relationships part 2. To begin, we need to know that all our relationships, be it work relationships, love relationship, or friend relationships, all are one relationship. Now, we do different things within the relationship as we relate to different people. You know what I'm saying? We do what we do with our mom. We do what we do with our kids. We do what we do with our spouse. As we relate to different people, relationship. Yeah, it's an existential stem of the same relationship that we have with God, with ourselves, and with other people. And today we're going to talk about that relationship that we have with other people. And that means, like I said, work relationships, friend relationships, and love relationships. They're all the same thing. Again, we just do different things within the relationship according to who we are relating to. Um, so let's look and see how the relationship was set up. It was set up as I pour into you, you pour into me, therefore, at the end of the day, neither one of us are depleted. I mean, have you ever had a day where you're killing it at work? You're killing it as a friend. You're killing it as a parent. You're killing it as a spouse. You're killing it as a sibling. You're killing it as a child. But who's killing it for you? And what I mean by that, where you're a daughter or a son to your mom or dad, you're a sibling to your siblings, you're a parent to your kids, and you're a friend to your friend. But who's being you to you? You're giving and adding to all these lives, but who's giving and adding to you? So again, that's the way the relationship was set up. As I pour into you, you pour into me. Therefore, at the end of the day, neither one of us are depleted. But we live in a day and a time where we're doing more pouring than we get poured into. And it goes back to like the law of selection. We 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 got to be a little bit more particular about who we call friend or who we let into our circle. It's okay to be picky. You're not meant to be everybody's friend. And just because somebody's friendly don't necessarily make them your friend. You got to understand that. I'm going to say that again. Just because somebody's friendly doesn't necessarily make them your friend. I'm sure this may have happened to you before. It's happened to me on more than one occasion. Have you ever like smiled at a person in a friendly manner and they took the smile the wrong way? Where either uh, all of a sudden now they're approaching me trying to get my number, trying to find out the ins and outs with me just because I friendly smiled at them. Or, oh, he's hitting on me. Girl, I by no means think you cute. I smile at everybody, including the homeless ugly girl down the street. So, anyways, um, see, I think a lot of us what happens is, because we come from broken relationship, we've seen broken relationships, and we've only had the demonstration of broken relationships. That's why when situations like that would occur, where we smile at someone or we're nice to somebody, we say hi to them every day, and all of a sudden they take it the wrong way, it's because they're broken and they come from broken relationships. And now they see somebody, that maybe might straighten the broken places out. You may repair those broken things so they don't look to you as a person, they look to you as uh, someone who can repair them. You can bring me out of my brokenness. And I think that's what happens. I think that's what happens to a lot of us, because we've only seen the model of broken relationships. So what else can we have to go back to fall back on? I'm just gonna share a little something with you. I was in a relationship with someone, and I love this girl, and I just thought it was kind of weird. She didn't want the love that I wanted to give to her. She wanted something else. Man, I cooked, I cleaned, I was very domesticated. I'm not going to say I didn't have flaws and I was perfect in this relationship, because God knows I was not, you know. But besides that, some women might think that, man, this guy, he's awesome. He'd be the perfect man for me. You know, I remember, when I don't want to give too much information because I don't want to. I'm not trying to blow nobody's spot up, and I'm not trying to hurt nobody, and that's what this is. That's not what this is all about. But I can remember getting up every day. I cook, I clean, I'd iron, I'd get clothes together. Man, I was doing things that most men don't do. Just because I've been taught and I understand that everything under the house is my responsibility. What I mean by that is everything under the roof. If the dishes isn't done, that's my responsibility. If the laundry isn't done, that's my responsibility. If the bedroom isn't clean, that's my responsibility. If the driveway isn't shoveled, that's my responsibility. See, I'm the man of the house, and I get that. And as the man of the house, that means I'm the man of every room. I'm the man in the kitchen. I'm the man in the bathroom. I'm the man in the laundry room. And I'm the man on the lawn. But just because I'm the man of the house, the head, as the man of the house, that makes me the head of the house. That's my position. I assume that position. That's my position. I'm the head of this house. But that doesn't make me the leader of this house. My wife is a great leader, and she leads in a lot of things greater and better than I lead in. And I get that. And the things that my wife leads in, man, I'm the first one. Step out the way. I'm her biggest cheerleader. Go, girl, go. Yeah, that's me. Cheering my wife on. Because she leads in a lot of things better than me. And I move out the way. I don't give her permission. I don't let her. I don't allow her. I just get out the way. Hope you got that. Hope some men got that. So, but when my wife does do the dishes, when she does do the laundry, I tell her, thank you. Thank you for doing that for me. See, I understand that that's my responsibility. Laundry ain't my wife's responsibility, it's mine. I'm the man of the house. I'm the head of the house. That means everything that falls under the head is my responsibility. Now, my wife was given to me as a help me. So that means that my wife is a helper. She helps me meet in those areas. So when my wife does the laundry, again, thank you for doing that for me. Frankly, when my wife do the dishes, I'm sitting back thinking she plotting on something. And I ask her, girl, I see you doing them dishes. What's up? She trying to do it sexy as hell. Because that's the sexiest thing in the world to me, is when my wife is doing something for me. I can care less about the lingerie. I can care less about any um twerk dancing, booty shaking, any kind of thing like that. When my wife doing the dishes, when I see her folding clothes, man, look, I don't know about you, bro, but yeah, that is a turn on for me because I appreciate my wife and I know again she's doing that for me. Okay, that was a little off subject, so we're gonna move on from there. Next, like I said, we have to be a little more selective in how we choose our relationships. We have to understand that we have to choose our relationships according to purpose, not according to type. And I think that's the reason why we get into so much trouble. We find the type of person that we want to be with, maybe, he's tall, dark, and handsome, or she's, 5'9", light skinned and fine, but whatever that be, and your personal preference, your type may not be your purpose. And I think sometimes we get into these relationships with our type, and then over a course of time, we looking over next, on the side of us like, who the heck is this? And why am I here with them? You know what I'm saying? Where I think, and then I think what happens is we just stay in a relationship out of commitment. We say we're in this committed relationship, and then we stay out of loyalty. Maybe we got kids involved. We've invested some things, and so on and so forth. So now we just don't want to just break everything up because we have so much invested. So now we just stay out of loyalty, and then we're miserable. Other person's probably miserable. Kids grow up in this miserable home, and we start, again, making this cycle of miserable people, because again, not searching for our purpose in life. But that's what this channel is all about, helping us find purpose, living life out loud with purpose. Okay, no longer should we be pursuing relationships according to type. We should be pursuing according to purpose. The person you enter into a relationship should be worthy of your time. See, we can redeem a lot of things, folks. I can take back cans. I can pass some clothes down. This hat was passed down to me. We can pass down a lot of different things. Things can be redeemed. But the one thing we can't redeem is time. Once we spend it, it's gone. So we need to make each moment count. The moments you spend invested with people, not putting your life according to your purpose, is just wasted time. So we have to be more selective in choosing relationships, and then you got to be proved to be worthy yourself. How have you demonstrated to be worthy of a healthy and good relationship? See, the Bible says it like this: He who findeth a wife findeth a good thing. You got to understand something. We talked a little bit about my marriage for a minute, but I'm gonna say this. Say something else. I'm gonna go a little bit deeper about something. I don't know. A lot of you may not believe me. I wish my wife was standing right here with me, so that she could tell you that I'm speaking the absolute truth. The Bible said, "He who findeth a wife findeth a good thing." It doesn't say he who findeth a girlfriend who later becomes a wife. He who findeth a hoe and then she stopped being a hoe and now she becomes a good girlfriend and then she becomes a great wife. No, that's not what the Bible says. It says, "He who findeth a wife findeth a good thing." See, my wife didn't demonstrate the attributes of a good girlfriend. She demonstrated the attributes of a wife. That's why I married her. See, now let me go a little bit further. And I know, like I said, you're not gonna believe me, but I wish she was standing right here so she could tell you that. I'm telling you the absolute truth. The first thing I said to my wife was, "You're gonna be my wife. You're gonna marry me." I didn't ask her name. I didn't ask her phone number. I didn't ask her if she was involved with anybody. I just walked right up to her and said, "You're going to be my wife." Of course, she looked at me like I was crazy, but I knew it. She was my wife. And here we are, 22 years later, folks. Yeah, the first thing I said to my wife was, "You're going to marry me." From the first look that I looked. See, what it was is when I was young, I used to always have this dream. I used to have this dream about this girl all the time. But when I'd wake up, I could never remember what this girl looked like. But I always had this overwhelming feeling inside me when I'd wake up. I couldn't remember her face, but I could always feel the feeling. And the minute I got in my wife's presence, the moment I was in her presence, I got that feeling, that overwhelming feeling. And I knew it. I was drawn to her. And I knew it. You're my wife. And I did not stop. At that point, it was on. I wasn't gonna stop until she was my wife, and that's exactly what it was. True story, folks. True story. I kid you not. So so what I'm trying to say with all this is, you know, you may be demonstrating, the qualities of a great girlfriend. But if you're trying to be a wife, you need to demonstrate the qualities of a wife. And same for you men. If you want a wife, you need to demonstrate that you're a husband, not a boyfriend. You can't demonstrate that you're a boyfriend and expect to have a wife. You're gonna just keep finding girlfriends. Because a wife don't want you. A wife is gonna look at you and say, he's not for me. And you don't want a girlfriend that becomes your wife one day. You need to know, be as an absolute, that she's your wife. I'm telling you, that's the only way you're going to make it. And if anybody tells you anything different, I'm going to tell you that they're divorced, they're not married, they're in a miserable relationship, and they hate each other. All right. Now, see, got to understand something that I know about myself is I am who I am. And I am everything who I was before I came into this room. And I am everything who I was before I got where I am in life. And no matter who walks in this room from this point on, I'm going to always be me. The only thing that can change me is time. That's the only thing that can change me. Not clothes, not money, not people, not things. Only time. No matter what I put on, I'm always trying. No matter how much money I got in the bank, I'm always trying. No matter what I'm driving, borrowed, paid for, on loan, or stolen, I'm always trying. Only thing that has changed me is 10-year-old Trent is different from 50 plus Trent. Only thing that's changed me is time. So, you know, we that's why time is so very, very important. We can't waste it. We can't give it away. We can't let people borrow it. Because we don't, it's not even ours. Time does not even belong to us. I'm going somewhere different. That's another video, but I'm just going to let you know right now. Time does not belong to you. I can reach in all my pockets. Every pocket I got, I can pull out a bunch of stuff. Money, I got other things. I got nothing in there. I got lighters, I got toothpicks, but I don't care. In none of my pockets can I find time. And even on my wrist or on my phone, it only displays what the current is. It's not giving me what I don't own any. I don't possess any. It does not belong to you. Time is not ours. So stop wasting it and stop giving it away to people who have not proven themselves to be worthy of it. See, one thing I also know is that we don't get what we want, we get what we demonstrate. I'm going to say that again. We don't get what we want, we get what we demonstrate. So, again, if you want a husband, you have to demonstrate wife material. It doesn't the fact that you want it isn't enough. You have to show demonstration so that someone looking for a wife can say, hey, that's what I'm looking for. Same thing with you, men. If you are looking for a wife, you have to demonstrate that you're a great husband. Now, how do we recognize healthy and worthy relationships? And you know, first thing I think is if you're a zero, then you have nothing to offer. And yeah, you might be cute, but I can't build on cute. Your sex game might even be tight, phenomenal, but I can't build on blind and on mind blowing sex. And that's what some of you people are doing. You're looking for somebody, a person, but instead you're finding a project. You're building a great life and you want somebody to build with, but because they are not equipped with the right building material, they begin to take from you. And the things that are building up, build that things that are building you up, they begin to tear down as they begin to take from you. Because again, when you got zero, when you're a zero, I don't care how much you got. You multiply anything by zero, it's going to always be zero. Stop trying to um, build people up. Stop thinking that you can find a project and invent you a boyfriend, invent you a man. I can take this piece of man, this piece of thing, Dress them up, fix them up, get them going in the right direction, get them going in the right job, get them going in the right car, put the right clothes on him, singing the right scriptures, quoting the right people at work. Man, I can make them be the man I want him to be. And I think that's what happens to a lot of us. We get into relationship, but instead of relating to somebody, we begin to they become a project for us. And we're building. We spend more time building them than building ourselves. And in the course of our building process, where we were, now we allow someone to come and take from our building process. They're taking from us. So the thing where we once were going up, now we become stagnant. See, all relationships are like elevators. Some of relationships are going to bring you up, some relationships are going to bring you down, but the worst relationships are the ones that are stagnant. Have you ever been in an elevator, stuck in an elevator? First thing you do if you get stuck in the elevator is you panic. Man, like, what the heck? I don't want to be here. I don't want to be in this place. Let me out. So we start looking for someone who can help me, who can help me, who can help me out of this. Something, I need something. How can I get out? Trap door, something. But I got to get out of this thing. So just like that, we have to understand that when we see people, when you view people, when people come into your life, you got to see them as the elevator. Is this person going to take me up? Is this person going to take me down? Is this person going to leave me stagnant? Am I going to be stuck somewhere with this person? And again, that be work relationship, friend relationship, love relationship. There is no difference. We just do different things with different people within the same relationship. All right. See, I think another thing that we got to realize, folks, is you got to understand that we are a limited resource. And as a limited resource, you're going to disappoint some people. You can't add value to everyone's life. And we got to get out of the notion that quantity is better than quality. I would rather reach out and touch a little bit of the right people than to just touch a whole lot of people. Did you get that? I'd rather reach a little bit of the right people, just a little bit of the right people, instead of just a whole lot of people. I bet for the most of you, the first thing you do when you wake up is see who's following you, who's liking my stuff. And if somebody wants to be your friend, they better have more than two, because I guarantee you won't be the third. And you ain't following nobody that ain't got at least 1,000 followers. But if they got 1,000 followers, man, you want to be their friend because you want to be in touch with the people they're in touch with. But you got to know that all these relationships you can't add value to. As a limited resource, we can only add value to as far as much as we're within our capacity. So once we out of our capacity, there's nothing else. So if nobody's adding value back to you, then that's why most of the time you feel drained, physically, emotionally, spiritually drained. You got all these meaningless relationships where people aren't adding value to you, the value that you need. You know, they might be giving you something, but not giving you what you require. They're giving you sex. They'll take you out for food, they'll buy you clothes, but you need someone to just listen to you. You need someone to hold you. You need somebody to cry with. And that's all you want. You turn all the diamonds in. Well, maybe you won't turn them in, but at least the Chinese food. You give up the Chinese food. Yeah, you keeping them diamonds. I don't care. But you give that Chinese food up, you know. But, you know, you know what I'm trying to say. You turn all that other stuff in within the relationship just for the thing that you absolutely require. And like I said, we get into these relationships where people are giving us the part of them they want to give us, but not giving us what we require. What do we need? And again, you know, with having all these meaningless relationships, you know, we can't add value to everyone's life. And like I said in the beginning, you're gonna disappoint some folk. And the more meaningless relationships you got, the more people you're gonna disappoint. You might have to tighten your circle, folks. You're gonna have to tighten it up and add value to only to those people who add value to you. See, if you don't add value to my life, then you're not worthy of my time. Because once I spend that time, I can't get it back. So I'm not freely giving it away to people who are not worthy of my time. And if you are in my space, then you must be adding to my life. There is some value in you that I'm seeking, and I'm getting out of you. I'm sorry, folks. We gotta get out of that notion and stop being afraid that we're all parasites. We're all takers. We're all takers. Um, you know, if somebody gives you something, it's not yours until you take it, right? So God gives us that perfect example. We give him praise and he takes it. He takes our praise and he loves it. God gives me blessings and I take them. I don't leave them there. I know there's probably some few that we ain't gonna even go there. Let's not go there. But you know, like I said, we gotta get more to a place where if the relationships are not beneficial to us, you can't be afraid to sever those relationships. It's like pruning a tree and you got all these branches and you got these broken branches and these broken things happening, and not that the tree is dying or the plant is dying, but it's just so hard to flourish because they're giving life to all these broken parts. But once you prune it and you start cutting off some of those broken pieces, those broken relationships, and start cutting them off, those other relationships begin to get stronger. They begin to get more nourishment. They begin to flourish, and that's where we gotta be, folks. We gotta be at that place where we're not afraid to lose some people in our lives. And I think that's one of the things that we really gotta hope and work hard for. So we're gonna close up here, and one of the things I want to begin, close by saying, like I said, if um as a limited resource, I understand that I'm not gonna always um make everybody happy. I'm gonna disappoint some people, and I'm okay with it. I've come to grips with it. I'm ever so okay with it now. I'm definitely okay with it. So what I just want to say, I know that, like I said, I'm gonna disappoint some people, and I'm not gonna go out of my way to disrespect anybody, and I would never do that. And if anybody knows me, or as you get to know me, you're going to understand that. I would never go out of my way to disrespect anybody. But again, you also got to understand that I'm never going to change for nobody. And I am who I am. And I am real. So sometimes I may say some things that you may not like, and I'm not going to edit them out because I'm thinking I might offend somebody. If that's how I feel when I say it, that's how I feel. And you just need to understand that. You know, I'm not going out of my way to make anyone feel a certain kind of way. So, with that being said, if you heard anything that you like, or if you heard anything that resonates with you, please like and share. Um, Subscribe to the channel. And if you heard any truths that you can make applicable in your life, please like and share. If you heard anything that you think someone else needs to hear, please like and share and subscribe to the channel. Um, don't forget to live out loud with purpose.